So one of the things I try to be honest about is I'm never gonna make anyone's house 100%. And so a lot of times I tell people, hey, your house is like a 6 or 7 out of 10. I'm gonna take it to a 9.5. I just wanna be real because we're working with existing structure. A lot of times they're very old houses, nothing straight. So like, if you gave me a limited time, limited money, I'd have to rebuild your wall. And even then, no one's that perfect to build a 40-foot wall and have it be 100% flat. And so Hardie's gonna mimic the wall, okay? Some of those butt joints, we got to go nice and tight, but if the wall kicks out 1/16 of an inch and Hardie boards are off a 32nd of an inch, like it won't line up perfectly. And so I tell people every butt joint will not be 100% smooth and perfect always. It might have a 1/16 of an inch gap, might have a 32nd. You might have 5 in a row that are perfect and that one's not. It's not because we're lazy, didn't care, it's because the wall's not perfectly straight there. So another big one is caulking. And so when it comes to caulking, like we generally only caulk where siding meets trim, but when siding meets corner trim or window trim, we can't touch it. Like on the box, it says in 3 places, like do not touch, like skull and bones, like in a picture of a finger. And so it's like, I think my guys are close to bakers, but it's not perfect. And once you do it, you can't change it. And so I tell people 1 in 15 people hate the look of caulk. They just do. Because when you're used to caulk inside their house, they take their finger and they trowel it. You can't do the exterior caulk. So on the inside your house, you're not worried about being -20 or rain or insects or dirt or pests or 90 degrees. So like you need a full 1/8 of an inch or 1/4 inch bead of caulk. And so that way it will actually last like 10, 15 years without having to recaulk. Like people recaulk their bathtub sometimes every 3 to 5 years. We don't want you recaulking every 3 to 5 years, so you can't touch it. So I do tell people 1 in 15 people, they just hate you'll never notice from 30 feet away. So everyone hated it. I gave them 20 addresses and they said they all look great. But from 3 feet away, you just notice. Another one is if you're gonna go with smooth siding, like it's just gonna show imperfections. And so even though the wall might be not perfectly straight, the wood grain kind of hides it. When you use a smooth product, you just notice the wave more. And so those are the type of expectations. Like the other thing is Hardie's made out of cement. It's not like you're buying a piece of quartz. Like there will be some imperfections in Hardie, and 85% of customers know and they don't care. 15% thought they were getting everything perfect. And the reality is like, that's just not the product. And so like, I guess one of the drawbacks is Hardie's 90% perfect, but every board's not 100%. And so because of that, because it's made out of cement, like, you know, like there are some times where there's a small, I call it like a divot. Like, and a lot of times we catch it, but if we don't catch it totally on the wall, we can replace it, but it almost do more harm than good because now you're facing it. You almost call more attention to the area. And so like Hardie's not a perfect product. It's a phenomenal product, but I want to be clear on, we're kind of making homes 95% gorgeous, but never 100%.